What's up guys, it's Bailey. Welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for tuning in. Today I want to talk about 5 beauty items, or I guess kind of categories of beauty items that I just cannot see myself splurging on. This is kind of an opposite take on those items that I definitely think are worth the splurge, which I don't think I've done here on the channel yet, but I know is a really popular one to do. But I thought it would be interesting to talk about those items that I just can't see myself spending a whole lot of money on because I don't see a return in efficacy or quality for an increase in price tag. And I kind of got this idea in my head because of the first item that I'm about to talk about. So let's just go ahead and jump in. It is makeup remover. I recently ran out of my micellar cleansing water. This is the L'Oreal Complete Cleanser Removes. It's like a dual phase makeup remover. The brand sent me this. I finally ran out of it, and it made me realize as I was thinking about what I was going to replace it with that I can't see justifying spending a lot of money on a makeup remover that as long as it gets the job done, the job is done, whether it's for $8 or $68. So of course I was gonna go to the drugstore to replace it, and I did. I just replaced it with this Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water all-in-one. I tried this a while back too. I think the brand sent me this when it first came out, and I didn't repurchase it just because I had this new one from L'Oreal. So when it came time to repurchase, and I picked this up at the grocery store, they had a pretty small selection, so I just went ahead with something I knew, had tried, had liked. Like I said, it gets the job done and it doesn't break the bank. What I think is so funny about this though, or at the very least interesting, I guess, is that, you know, I just can't think about spending more than what I have on these kinds of products that I'm gonna be talking about here today. And yet somehow, and I never thought, you know, way back when I first started making videos, never thought I could justify spending what I have for not one, but 2 Pat McGrath palettes. It's insanity. And yet somehow I'm like, oh, well, you know, I mean, it's worth it. Obviously, I can justify that. And yet these are the products that I just can't even with. And so it's going to be totally subjective, as is so much that we talk about here with makeup. So I'd love to hear what those products are for you. Do you share some of these? Is it your mascara? You know, what are those products in your makeup collection that you're just like, have no urge to try more expensive, more hyped up items just because what you have going on does the job for you? The next item that I don't think is worth the splurge for me is a skincare item, and it's actually, I think, the only skincare item that I can't justify spending more on, and that's cleanser. Because it just gets washed away at the end of the day. Like, as long as it does a good job at making your skin feel clean, at removing everything you need it to remove, it all goes down the drain at the end of the day. So I just don't see spending more than I need to on it. Even if you need your cleanser to do something a little more for you, whether it's exfoliate, chemically, physically, for it to be a little bit more gentle if you have sensitive skin, all of that can be accomplished with stuff, you know, in the very affordable drugstore price range. One that I just rebought actually is the L'Oreal Pure Clay Cleanser. They sent me these again when they first came out. There are 3 of them, a red clay, a green clay, and then I just got the black charcoal to detox and brighten. Honestly, I found they all worked very, very similar for me, so this is just the one I happened to go with. But between this and, you know, my makeup remover, I just feel like it gets the job done. Removing everything it needs to and get my skin ready for the rest of my skincare routine. The next item or category, I guess, are lip treatments. And this is coming from someone who bought probably no less than 5 Bite Beauty Agave lip masks because I really love what they did for my lips. But then I tried my Lanolips Lemonade lip treatment, and now this is like the 3rd one I've had of these because the consistency is so similar to Bite. It smells good, it tastes good, and it's just as good at conditioning my lips as well as giving them like a healthy glossy sheen. So yes, I will definitely wear this before I go to bed at night. I'll wear this before I start my makeup routine so that it can sit on my lips as I'm doing my makeup, and then I, you know, wipe it off before I apply my lip product just to make sure they're as hydrated as possible. And then on a lot of days, this is all I'll wear because it has a little bit of a light iridescent shimmeriness to it, so it just gives your lips a little bit something else. And then of course that healthy glossy balmy look that just makes your lips look healthy and plump, which they do anyway, simply because you are hydrating them, infusing them with lots of moisture with this. So no shade against the Agave lip treatment from Bite, but after now having tried this, I just can't see myself spending that much on a lip treatment anymore. Alrighty, item number 4 for me is one that I feel like we're gonna have some mixed opinions on here in the comments, so definitely let me know what you think. It's brushes for me. I think there's so, between Real Techniques and Eco Tools, Wet n Wild, so many drugstore brands right now are kind of working hard on their brush game, and they only keep getting better. Like the Real Techniques line has exploded since they first launched however many years ago. And I just feel like we have so many great brushes that really tackle everything we could ever want to do with our faces and our makeup, and then some things we didn't even know we needed, that I just can't imagine spending the money on, you know, nicer or more expensive brushes, just because functionally those that I have and that I've gotten for a really affordable price do the job for me. But of course, like I said, I would love to hear, you know, why you guys really enjoy your expensive, whether it's Wayne Goss or Hakuhodo. Like, have you found that more expensive brushes are just the only thing that make your makeup go on the way you like? Or are you kind of like me where you feel like the affordable brushes get the job done? Let me know. Okay, and last up are lashes. I feel like I can remember a time when luxury lashes first came out, and I hadn't really been a big lash wearer up until honestly just a few months ago, but I definitely remember a time where they would be a staple in everyone's makeup routine, and next thing you know, there are like real mink lashes coming out and like these really beautiful but really expensive lashes rolling out in Sephora. And as someone who wasn't a lash wearer, like naturally I couldn't justify that in my head, but now that I have become a lash wearer because I have embraced magnetic lashes, they're a life changer for me, and I have a whole playlist on them if you want to go see how I apply them, what I like about them. Check the description box below. But now that I've stepped into that world, I find that the drugstore is the only way to go. And granted, there aren't actually a lot of high-end magnetic lashes out there. 1-2 Cosmetics might be the first magnetic lash I remember seeing. They're certainly the first one I tried, and they were exclusively available on their website. Pretty pricey, now available at Sephora, and I think it's like 25 bucks a lash, I want to say. And now that I have completely immersed myself in the world of magnetic lashes, I mean, these are my Ardell magnetic half lashes that cost, you know, 10 bucks. That's the only way I will go. But even if the half or accent lashes aren't your thing, like I said, the variety of drugstore magnetic lashes has just kind of exploded over the past few months. So I have a full try-on video of, I think, every style from Ulta, and they're all super beautiful and affordable. So I can't see like a mink magnetic lash coming out, or a faux mink, or just something, you know, on the pricier end of things, but also a magnetic lash. I just can't see that coming out and thinking it's going to be any better than the lashes I already have. But that's kind of the funny thing about all of this, is here I am saying this now, but who knows how that will change in the future. I'm a never say never kind of person, so a lash could come my way someday and it'll be 50 bucks and I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, that is what my makeup routine needs, and I can't see it any other way. But until then, just know I think there are some great options of magnetic lashes and of all the things I just talked about that you can get super duper affordably. It will be kind of funny to look back on this video in the future and see if anything has changed, if I'm like now absolutely swear by, you know, $100 cleanser or something, who knows. After all, like I said, when I first started YouTube, never in my life would I have thought I'd have paid over $100 for an eyeshadow palette, and yet I have not one but multiple, so there you go. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys!